TBIC, the best in sports entertainment. We're here live in Parliament, you would say. TNS Media Group is a team and a family. Thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody for the support. Let's get to this, man. So we've seen some jarring back and forth between two, young up-and-coming boxers, Keyshawn Davis, Richardson, Hitchins. This is a good fight, man. If this fight is gonna be made, I know they talk about maybe March or June. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not even saying it's going to happen. Both of them have ties to, Keyshawn Davis is with the Top Rank, and Richardson Hitchins is with Eddie Hearn, which leads me to believe the fight won't happen. But if the fight was to happen, as of right now, Keyshawn Davis is 13 with 9 knockouts, and Hitchins has 20 fights with 8 KOs. This will be a really good fight, a really even fight in my opinion. I think that Keyshawn is a very skillful fighter. So is Africa. This is what they call him, Africa. Africa can fight, man. And for me, I would love to see it, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Now, the reason why I say this will be a good fight, right? Both of them, probably will be at 140 pounds. I think Keyshawn cannot make 135 anymore because he lost his belt on a scale last outing. Now, you move to 140. Of course, you got fighters like, Shakur, who's not going to fight. You got Teofimo, who's going to fight Shakur. But you have other fighters there, 140 pounds, Lamont Roach, and all these, Pitbull Cruz, and the list goes on and on and on. But to rewind back to this fight with Richardson Hitchins and Keyshawn Davis, the reason why this would be a good fight is because both of these fighters are young, skillful, have something to prove, haven't really reached the threshold of superstar as of yet, looking to make a name for themselves, which means that they will really come to fight because neither one of them wants to lose. I know they were saying, hey, you touched the canvas. Richardson was saying that Keyshawn touched the canvas, which I believe he did, but still he's undefeated. He's won a belt, and now Africa has a belt, I believe, at 140. So now you have these two guys, and Keyshawn Davis is coming into 140, so this might be a good fight. Will it happen? I don't think so. Reason why I say it won't happen right now, because Bob Arum doesn't like to do business with anybody, honestly. I mean, unless you're paying Bob Arum in this fight, let's be honest, this fight it doesn't make a lot of money financially because they're two up-and-coming fighters. So Bob Arum will probably try to keep everything in-house right now with Keyshawn Davis because of the fact that Keyshawn Davis is not a big draw. He only can fight in his hometown. No disrespect, but he only can fight in his hometown and draw a crowd, which is okay because a lot of fighters do it that way. Now, I'm not saying that to be, disrespecting him in any way about his stardom, but this is what it is right now for him. He's still trying to make a name for himself. So why not put him in front of his home crowd and then allow him to build his fan base starting at his home crowd and then see where, it goes from there. But Richardson Hitchins is in the same boat. He's in New York, I believe, and he hasn't, really reached the potential to be a star. So for him and Keyshawn to come together, the money probably wouldn't be there enough for Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn, these guys, to make a lot of money off of them two guys fighting. So they could probably be on the undercard of a big fight if it happens, but I don't think it's going to happen. But if it did happen, it would be a really good fight, a really close fight. Both of these guys are two young guys who are looking to make a name for themselves, as I said. So for me, I would want to see it. What about you? You guys want to see it? I'm sure you do. It's always good to see fighters barking into each other's faces, but this doesn't always equate to the powers that be, people who really control the business aspect of boxing to make it happen. Because we all know fighters that want to fight, they'll fight anybody. But the business guys who handle the business, this fight is not going to happen. So don't get your hopes up. I will be very surprised if we see this fight happen anytime soon, especially with Keyshawn Davis being with Bob Arum. So you heard it here first. It's TBIC, the best in sports entertainment.